Look, 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 it's me, M3, but you already know. Yo, it's me, M3, but you already know. Let me change hat, I can't use this hat. Alright, so I was supposed to talk about how we first got to Dar es Salaam and we had dinner that night, and that crazy story, but I think I'm going to start off with the safari, because it was a lot more interesting, so I'll start with that one. So, we got picked up from Dar es Salaam, our Airbnb there, and we took a 4-hour trip to the safari. A 4-hour truck ride. That's 8 episodes of Family Guy, including commercials. The scenery was dope though. It was really nice. The mountains in the background, the people we drove past, trying to sell stuff at the car as soon as we slowed down or stopped. Alright, before we even got into the park, we seen monkeys on the side of the road just chilling. We was all excited like, oh, we see a monkey right there. So we spent the rest of the day when we got to the park, which was around maybe 3 hours, 4 hours maybe. And we started to drive around to just look at the animals. The first day we saw the impalas, we saw some zebras, and we was all excited like, man, they around here like deer. It was different deer with the antlers. They were all over the place too. It was hundreds of them everywhere. Then we ended up going back to the place where we were going to sleep for the night and have dinner and all that stuff. The place where we rest our head for the night. And that's where everything started. They gave us these hunk of wood. And I was sitting there like, what am I supposed to do with this? What is this? And it's like, it's the key. They gave us a key that looked like it's from like Zelda or something. We told them what we wanted for dinner, and we was going to our rooms. And there were monkeys outside of our room door, just chilling. Just chilling in the grass, minding their business. Just chilling. I mean, we didn't really care because they said if you walk close enough to them, they'll just walk away from you anyway. But they weren't scared of us or people, but they were comfortable being around people because they always see people around there. But if you stand on your porch, you'll see a monkey standing right there in the grass next to you. It was wild to see. Alright, so our next day, we went out early in the morning and we saw more impalas and zebras. But by then we was like, alright, we seeing them. We don't care about them. We treat them like deer again. Then we seen giraffes. And every time we pull up by a giraffe, they all stop what they doing and just turned and just looked at us like, the hell y'all want? And then as we was driving around, we seen these birds. Now these birds was following the truck, but they were like red and blue. Like really, really shiny red and blue birds. But they were like really, really fast. So they'll fly past the window like really, really fast. You couldn't even see them, but they were following the car like on each side of the truck. You could see them just fly past like really fast. I got them in slow motion though, because I had to see what they was talking about. We seen a monitor lizard strolling across the street. Then we seen the elephants off in the distance. So we got closer to the elephants. We were told to stay quiet because they don't want to, alarm them or disrupt them. They knew who was there. They was looking right at us, but we still shouldn't make any noise because if the elephant charges, then that's it. Ain't nothing stopping them unless you this guy.
Let's go, come on.
Then we continue going. We've seen a lot of different monkeys, all just walking around. We seen the Africa trees from the Lion King that Rafiki was in. And then we went to the hippo pond. And they were all sitting in the water, peeking their head out, then going back under. The people there saying, out of all the animals, the hippo was the most scariest because there's nothing stopping the hippo. They don't care about nothing or nobody. So the locals was more scared of the hippos than any animal. Then we seen these guys. They had to hold me back, man. These are the dudes that killed Mufasa, man. They killed my boy, man. I know it wasn't their fault, but man, and as the sun was going down, we decided to go back to our rooms. And right before we got back to our room, we finally seen it, which was our second day. We seen one, a lion, 2 of them, a male and a female lion. It's laying in the middle of the street. Then he got up, showed us what he felt about us. Then,
Time to get that OnlyFans content.
but yeah, the lion up close in this home in the wild is wild. I guess he won. Yep. Ain't shit the hell up. So then we got back, you know what I'm saying? It was hot out there, humid. So I decided to take a shower. So I went into the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, looking in the mirror, chilling. And all of a sudden I was like, now do y'all see anything wrong with this picture? Now I thought it was just part of the mirror design. But as I took this picture and I zoomed in a little closer, I saw it.
Oh, hell no.
It is a giant huntsman spider. I walked out. I told Chris, like, bro, there's a huge spider behind this mirror. I was like, but it's behind the mirror, you know what I'm saying? It ain't bothering nobody. As long as it stay back there, I'm good. And so I took a shower, you know what I'm saying? Still paranoid, looking around like, man, the spider's huge. And I was good. So the next morning, we went over into Ken's room. They had the same problem. They had giant spiders, but their spider was active. I went in, Ken was screaming. I was like, nope. I turned around, went right back out.
No! No!
As we got around for day 3, so we walked outside. We looked left, and there was a whole herd of impalas just sitting there eating the grass. And it would be wild to wake up to that every morning. Seen some more giraffe all in the middle of the street. And the landscape was beautiful, just like Lion King, you know what I'm saying? Had the Africa trees and just flat lands, like all as far as eyes could see. Seen the monkeys sitting in the shade because it was hot. We drove past another place where people live or people stayed. We seen a whole gang of monkeys just chilling. It was cool. We wasn't going that way anyway. And then we headed back. We headed back to eat. We got some lunch, and we went back out. And that's where we went to a place called Poacher's Hide. Now, Poacher's Hide is exactly what it sounds like. It's a place where poachers sneak into the park or into the area, safari area, and they poach the animals. And then if they get the police on them or whatever, the park rangers or whatever, if they start to find them and find out where they are, they'll run away to this tree, this big, huge, hollow tree, and they climb inside of it. And as you can see here, you can see how they climbed up in there. And they hid there for hours, days, however long it took. And that's where we met 2 girls named Fatima and Hamidat. I know I butchered that name, but to remember their names, because I kept saying over and over again, I kept saying, hey, I need to remember their names because we might run into them again one day. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Now, to remember the name, I kept saying hand me that and Fatma. So Fatma and hand me that. So we finished up the day. We went back and decided to take a shower again because, you know, it was hot. And then we seen a gang of huntsman spiders in the shower. And so I was like, nah. And I took a shower in the sink. I was like, forget that. I will do this. And tomorrow, when we get to the resort, I will take the longest shower ever. And then we ate dinner, went back to our rooms, and was in for the night. Or I thought. That night, I had a knock on my door. I opened the door, and Halima was standing there. She wanted me to go outside with her because she wanted to smoke a cigarette. And she wanted me to stand outside with her. So I was like, oh, that's fine, that's cool, I guess. It's nice. We're in Africa. Stars are out. Beautiful. So, why not? So I stood outside, had an argument about a North Star. I was like, how do you say the North Star is in the same spot it would be if we were at home and we're in Africa? We had guards at the place we were staying because to keep us protected from like the animals. If the animals come in or if people come in or whatever, they were there to protect us. And so they had a giant spotlight. So every time we was outside, they would shine this giant spotlight over into the wooded area. And I was like, oh yeah, they were just scaring off the animals. There's no big deal. Or they're just warning or just in case one is sneaking in there or whatever. And so we was outside. She finished her cigarette. And then we went back. She went back to their room. We went back into our room. Little did I know, the next morning, they was telling us, man, while y'all was outside, there were lions around the area. That's why they had the spotlight out. They had lions out there. They was roaring at night. I didn't hear it. I was knocked out. I was tired. But they said the lions was roaring outside our place. And they had the spotlight to scare them off because the lions don't like the spotlight. And we was sitting outside like some dummies because she wanted to smoke a cigarette. Smoking cigarettes with M3 and some lions. That's what she decided to do in Africa. Anyways, we went on our last little hurrah around the park before we go back. But this day we was more of just cruising around, enjoying the scenery and just having a good time. You know what I'm saying? It was nice to be out there, seeing all the wild animals, and it was just really nice. Seeing elephants in our way again. A whole family, a whole gang of elephants just sitting there chilling. Like, hey man, where you from, cuz? Like, hey, you see this ivory over here, cuz? You want some? Come over here real quick, cuz. And so we went to a different hippo place, a hippo pond. Seen some more alligators. And I took this beautiful picture. Dope, right? And we took that 4-hour ride back to Dar es Salaam. This 4-hour ride was just as bad as the first one. I ain't gonna front like it was easier. Even though I had my music playing, I was jamming, took a couple naps. Still, it was still 4 hours. It was still long. The only exciting thing that happened was on the way back, John, which was our tour guide, he was speeding. You know, we didn't care. We was trying to get back anyway. He was flying though. But instead of having the police pull you over, they clock you going fast. And then, like miles down the street, they have like roadblocks. And it was like, hey man, we clocked y'all going at blase over the speed limit. And it was like, he was flying. Like he was going like 60 over. Like he was flying. Gave him a ticket, I think. And then did 55 all the way home. But our next story, I'm definitely going to talk about our dinner in Dar es Salaam because it was funny.